Well, hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Mm, mm, mm. We are here, people. We're here, back down the rabbit hole, traveling down said rabbit hole again. Let me say hi to you all as you all come through. Hey, Ebby. Hey, Lady V. Hey, Tiffany. Nicole. Shondo's in the chat. Hey, little baby. I see all y'all out there as you all come through. We have hey Aaron, hey Real Hot Boys, um, Terrence, everybody as you all come through, but Jessica, hey everybody, hello to each and every one of you. So glad you're here. So glad you're here. Gonna have some talks today. We're gonna be down the rabbit hole. And we're gonna have some fun while we do it. Anyway, um, let me make sure. Oh, Ebby's here, so I know I got mods in the chat. Hey, YB. I'm sure really be will be through. I'm not worried about mods. I know I got mods that stay in the bushes and snipe people from the bushes, so I'm not really worried. Hello, everybody. Let me bring on our guests. Our first guest we have is going to be um, August, along with his friend Braylon. Let me say hello to both of you all. How are you all today?
Doing good, doing good. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm great. I am great. Um, and I can't be alone. So I got one member of the Justice League. Who knows who else from the Justice League will be um, coming through? But Terrence decided, he's always here for the shits. So
Always, always.
mm, yes. Yeah. Abby did do her review today. It was phenomenal, like always. Hey Volvo, hey Boo. I just want to give my people a chance to come in. Definitely my members. Hey to you all. Hey really B. Thank you all for all of the love and support and everything that we do here. Y'all know how we do. We do interviews, big, small, and all the way in between. And y'all are always here for them. So I appreciate that. Hey, so Jeff, what's good, bruh? You know what we got planned when I get to New York. Anyway, so I see y'all already fired up over there, August and Braylon. So
Hey,
yeah, let's. When I say we're down the rabbit hole, that means that it's just throw caution to the wind, and we go places here. This is the house of debauchery, and we go places and we do things and say things here. Hey Amber, hey Jonathan, what's good, Fi? And so forth. Fi, I know you saw all those people over there celebrating their alleged Founders Day. Dear God, I be praying for those cues. Jonathan. They didn't place the right frat, right year, wrong frat. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, let me not be disrespectful. Happy Founders Day to all of the members of Omega Psi Phi, even though you pledged the wrong fraternity. Right year, wrong frat. They knew math. They could see the numbers right, but they ain't no letters. They couldn't read, so they pledged the wrong frat. Anyway,
Anywho,
anywho, right down there. So August. You seem to be the top of the town, and I think you like it that way. How does it feel to now be a part of? Hey, Bubs, the guy, what's good?
hey, Bubs, what's happening?
So um, if you want to come on and be a part of this interview, Terrence, can you send him the link?
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Okay. Um, whatever really be. So how does it feel, August? I'll speak to you first. And you can speak to this as well, Braylon. Now that you're a part of this YouTube reality shows, I'm sure your inbox is filled with people who are hottie for your body. And hey Dre. Dre, I know that I did speak with August, and I let him know that if there were other cast members who had not had a chance to come on and speak in the wake of a lot of episodes that have happened, and you wanted to come on, let me know, and we can supply you with the link to the video. Do me a favor, Terrence, while you're sending that link to, but can you send it to Real Hot Boys as well? So that if he wants, he can send it to anybody else in the cast that would like to come on. I don't want to put it in the chat. Or really be if you could, or Abby if you could as well. Because I know I got some good mods out there. Hey Cats Meow, hey Boo, hey Chantel. So I'm sorry, I asked the question. What is it like with your celebrity status now?
It's kind of up and down because now I just feel like I kind of got to watch what I post on Instagram because I feel like now we're in the public eye, so everybody's going to have an opinion, which I don't really care about that. I mean, I'm open to opinions. I'm open to constructive criticism. That doesn't really bother me. But at the same time, it's just like I don't want to put nothing out there and people like don't fuck with it in a sense. So that's what I mean when I say it's up and down. It's just like I like it, but I don't like it, but I like it, if that makes sense.
What about you, Braylon?
It's different in the sense of people knowing me and knowing me for my life instead of my talent. So like it's kind of different. But it's cool.
What's good, Belize? Good. Let me get straight to Final Jeopardy. So you came on, they labeled you the drama king. First episode, you came right with the fuckery and the fucktitude. And you said, fuck this shit. You said, don't, it's not me. You said, I'm here for all the drama. I'm here to spread the drama, all of this, that, and the third. Was that your intention from the beginning?
No, it wasn't. Honestly, I went into that thing with a good heart and everything. Like, I was literally coming there to have a good time, but like I said in my confessional, which y'all saw, I was being petty because there was a group of gay boys. And I was like, okay, this is y'all boring. Like, I'm about to hype it up. Like, I'm bored, so I'm about to be petty. And that's just me. I wouldn't say that's me, but you think it's me? I don't think it's me. I'm petty, bro. But when it comes down to it, like, I just don't think it shouldn't have got that serious. I think alcohol played a big factor in it because we were very drunk as hell. And I think that played a factor in the whole situation. But at the same time, I shouldn't have been flirting with that boyfriend. Like, that was definitely me flirting. It was petty as hell, and I can admit to that. I'm human. Like, it is what it is. But, I wasn't going to drag it along, like, and make it a thing because it happened, and it was neither here or there.
But even, like, going through even, like, episodes 2, 3, 4, you made no bones about saying, oh, these whores don't like each other a little bit. Let me amplify this and expose this to the atmosphere. Would you say that you had that's the way it comes off? And let me explain it to you in this way. If you look, I'm gonna give you the Justice League as a collective of friends, reviewers, individuals. Everybody has a role. Everybody has their different styles of reviewing. Even me. Tell you, every time we interview people on the show, Terrence, what's the 2 names of people who they say they can't stand? Who they always say they can't stand? Every single person.
Is either you, Really B, or Abby?
No, not Really B. It's me and Abby. It's me and Abby. I know that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Here's the funny part about it is, I have no problem with anybody or any of the shows. I have to do my job as a reviewer. My whole channel is what's called Angry Teacher Chronicles. I'm supposed to be angry. My style of reviewing is angry. It's anger all of the time. But people just don't get that. So I brought that up to say, you as a person who is labeled the drama king, and labeled somebody who, said, listen, I'm here for all of the shits, giggles, and everything in between. I'm here to start the drama. Did you just say, you know what? that's just gonna be my role. That's the role I'm gonna play?
No, honestly, it's not. I can honestly say when I first came onto the thing, I was labeled a class act. But I think production went into it and actually started editing the show. And as they saw what I was giving, they was like, oh, we're gonna label him the drama king. I didn't know. It was a shock to me because when I seen it, I was like, God damn, I said, well, fuck, I'm the drama king. I said, okay, well, fuck it. It is what it is. But going into it, it was never that. Like, it was just me. That's just me. Like, if it's a problem, I'm going to speak up on it. I don't care who I'm around. Point blank, period. So with that being said, like, some of the stuff that y'all have seen thus far, it was actually underlining issues. And that's why I reacted the way I reacted. I would no shade to production, but at the same time, they didn't show everything. And I will say that because,
So,
yeah, it was a lot.
So are you blaming production for how
No, I'm
you
not.
are
No.
portrayed?
Not blaming production at all.
Oh,
I'm blaming production at all. But if you ask me a question about it, I'm gonna talk about it, like, because it was definitely some underlying stuff to it. I'm definitely a drama king. Like, I mean, it is what it is. If it's a problem, I'm gonna speak up on it. You can
now
ask
let's
Braylon. I
go
don't
back
care where I'm
to
at. Huh?
let's go back to episode 3. I think everybody, and Terrence, you could jump in whenever you want. Everybody collectively, when we watched episode 3, we sat there and said, oh, these two girls, you and Braylon, y'all two up here on stage, we said these two girls are here to conjure a mess. Oh, these two girls are calculated and strategic in what they're doing. Oh, okay. Oh,
But you
okay.
know,
That is
but
how
you know,
it can. And so, even though you got Sherrod and DeAndre, who y'all were, funneling liquor down their throats, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, getting them good and lick it up. But I felt like y'all was sipping and they were guzzling, and y'all was just pounding them with questions. Well, girl, tell me about this.
okay, so
Tell me about that.
So the thing with that was me and Braylon did not plan that. Honestly, we invited them over. We was all talking about Ashton blocking everybody. So that's the only conversation that's supposed to be had. Braylon was there. Braylon simply asked them one question, and after that, it just started going on and on and on. I was like, well, damn, I didn't know all of this. But then, well, since y'all want to talk about it, let's talk about it.
And mind you, this scene right here was actually August and Sherrod were on the phone, and he was like, "I have someone that I want you guys. I have someone I want you guys to meet." And they were like, "Okay, who
you
is
wasted
it?"
your drink, didn't you?
I did.
Then he was just like,
I know you did. I know that.
So yeah, so it was, so that scene wasn't like calculated. We were really like, before that, we were really talking about me being in LA, what they were doing, how Sherrod came to Houston, and then I just asked, okay, so since you guys came to Houston, how did you guys all become friends? And then that's what you guys seen.
And then hell, y'all, even some of the reviewers said it. Hell, they gave us the tea. We didn't go spill. I mean, yeah, we went and spilled it, but it was like, well, bitch, y'all passed it.
I said that.
I said that too. I said that too. I made that very clear. Yeah, I said it ain't all on.
And you know what? Let me ask y'all this, since y'all on here. Do y'all feel like it was a fake atmosphere when I brought it up? Like everybody didn't want to stand in their shit.
Oh, we gonna get there. You talking about this past episode? Oh no, we will dissect this past episode. Don't worry. We go to your whole Whitney Houston wait to exhale, Oscar-worthy performances. Braylon, we called you quote unquote alleged acting coach all these episodes, but this past episode, we were like, oh, that bitch is an acting coach for real. But we'll get there. Anyway. I said in my review, I would not want Sherrod and Dre to be my friends. I remember saying that in my review. I was like, my friends, I wish a bitch would be sitting up here and airing me out in front of some bitches I don't know like that. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no, God. Oh no, God. I was like, we ain't doing that. Hey, Nappy Child, y'all better act right. Nappy Child is in the house, and she will.
I said that too, because I think it was Sherrod's confessional where he said, well, August bought a spoon. I said, well, bitch, even if he did, y'all bought all the ingredients. I mean, as messy as it is, it ain't all on them, bitch, because you ran your mouth. Y'all got a little bit of liquor, and then it rained for 40 days and 40 nights with a whole bunch of tea, mess, debauchery. And I said, Lord Jesus, I couldn't do it. No, ma'am.
I know DeAndre is in the chat. DeAndre, I really wish you would click the link to come on because we got questions.
Hey,
We have
DeAndre.
questions, DeAndre. We got questions.
So,
Please
August,
click
let
the
me
link to
ask
come
you this: what is your current relationship with Ashton now? Like, was that then and y'all cool or
no? We're not on speaking terms. He's blocked on all platforms and he's blocked on my phone as well. I don't entertain foolishness. Because I just don't entertain. I don't entertain foolishness. Me and Ashton really had a friendship. I feel like once the show aired, I feel like once we started filming, I don't know what happened. You can ask Brandon. Like we was literally in Atlanta. Me and Ashton were cool. You know what I'm saying? But afterwards, I don't know what happened. Ashton, it was like a fuck August train. Like Ashton and Jordan was on the train. It was like fuck August, this, that, and the third. But nigga, y'all was just cool with me like 2 or 3 days ago. So what the fuck happened between then and now? Because I don't know.
Did this all? How did this happen? Was it when the first episode aired and then you blocked him? Like when did you block him and how did you get to the point? What was the thing that made you block him?
I blocked him because I got tired of seeing the bullshit that he was posting about me. I got tired of hearing bullshit. It was like everything that he posted was just negative Nancy. And I was like, I'm not with that shit because honestly, bro, when it come down to it, I have never been the type of nigga to bump on social media because when it come down to it, I'm from the hood. Everybody know where I'm from, point blank period. When it come down to Houston, Texas, and I don't do that back and forth on social media. But if you want to go there, we can. But I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I was like, you know what? Fuck him. I'm going to block him.
You're from Houston?
Yes, born and raised.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I never knew that.
Born and raised. I just moved around a lot because I was chasing a career. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm recently coming home because I have some family issues that's going on. I want to be here around my family right now. So I'm just kind of chilling in it, out in Texas or whatever. But yeah, it's just like, it's just bullshit. Honestly, bro, it's no reason to hate August. They have no reason. The same thing y'all talk about it every episode. The wig. Who cares? Like, I stand in my shit. I talk about it. I just ordered one, and the new one just came in the other day. I'm getting it redone tomorrow. So, but it's just like, you can't keep saying the same thing. You have nothing to really talk about except for my wig and my scalp. Grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And if it's really an issue, like my daddy told me, come talk to me, man to man, my nigga. Like, what's up? We all grown, right? Call my phone to pull up. If you have that much of an issue. And that's just how I feel about it. How you doing?
What's up? Scotty. Boo.
Hey, Scotty.
How you doing?
You know he be on his LLC day. Oh, you had an open mic, Dre?
I just got the shower, so I just threw this on.
Well, okay. So here's my question. Let's get right to episode 4. Because for you saying, and I'm just telling you from what we see. I'm just telling you from what we see, from what I'll say what I see. If I was Ashton, I would have a problem with you and everybody else on this cast from episodes 1 through 4 because he's the nucleus, but everything, and that's why everything centers around Ashton. Everybody dragging Ashton. Everybody got so much to say about Ashton. And I know what that feels like because I'm the nucleus of my inner circle of friends, and I know what that's like. And I know the weight and the burden that is to be the nucleus. But let's go to episode 4. You came on episode 4. You had apparently called him and said, "Oh, bitch, you about to be ambushed. Bitch, you need to be ready." If you call somebody and tell them you gonna be ambushed, they're going to come to that event ready, all defense mode, ready to know if you. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's just human nature. And then, like, you were like, even when we were watching the back and forth, you were like, why are you getting so aggressive? Why are you getting so aggressive? And I think everybody watching was like, no, sir, you are the one being aggressive. He's very calm. You're very aggressive. What are we talking about here? Like I'm going to be honest. I'm going to just call a spade a spade. I've said this in my review a couple times. It seems like you have come in, at least from episodes 1 through 4, as we see it, to say, oh, y'all call Ashton the nucleus. Everybody is connected to Ashton. Let me replace Ashton as the nucleus and have myself at the center of attention. That's just how. Now it could be the editing room.
Wait.
It could be how things look, but that's how it looks.
I'm gonna say this: it's not the fact that I want Ashton's place or to be the nucleus, but when it comes down to it, Ashton, like, don't portray something that you're portraying off camera, which you're not showing on camera, because when the cameras aren't rolling, it's very much so. Oh, August, like, it was never this, it was never that, and this, then, and the third. I apologize, but the camera's not rolling. But when the camera's rolling, you have such a big issue. But then when now the show is dropping, it's kind of weird because now you got big dick, you got big nuts now all of a sudden because the show done dropped. Like, you got so much to say.
Big nuts? Wait a minute. We heard about alleged nudes being sent all over the Fruited Plains. Was those your nudes that were being sent all over Al Gore's good internet, August? Was the nudes that were sent all over Al Gore's good internet yours?
What was it? What nudes?
What nudes?
You know what? Now I know y'all saw the interview that we had with Ashton and Jordan and Todd, and it was confirmed that there was someone's nudes, someone's junk that was sitting across. Am I lying, Terrence?
Oh, well,
Terrence, am I lying?
If it was a curved dick, it was mine.
Here's what they said.
They said it was mine. If it was a curved dick, it was mine. Yeah, if it was a curved dick, it was definitely mine.
If it was curved to the right, was it yours?
Yeah, that was me. Yep, right hook. They called me Captain Hook.
No. So you're curved to the right, not to the left.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, curved to the right. Let's go.
Well, you people wondering.
Well, we know you're right.
I have not seen these alleged nudes, and I am a connoisseur.
I haven't seen them either. Ain't nobody said nothing. It just said. Nobody said nothing. I wish they would.
You know, I thought it was Braylon. Now, in the interview, it was said almost like it was Braylon. Braylon, you sure it wasn't your nudes?
My nudes. Well, we as a cast, we were actually talking about. I think the conversation was about sexy photos, sending sexy photos to like your person, and I did send.
Everybody sent the picture.
I sent the picture, but was it a nude? It was not a nude. But the thing is, I'm the only one that didn't put my face in it. I was the smartest. I was the smart one that didn't put my face in it.
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, no face, no face on it.
That's sending a dick pic.
But the thing is, there was no nudity.
You never send a dick pic with your face in it, unless you don't want to have a job nowhere in America. I mean, come on now. That's 101. Come on now. Wait, Scotty, you ain't lied. A good curve feels really good if it's the right way. If it's curved the right way. If it's and they know how to use that curve. See, somebody with a curve knows the right camera angle.
Y'all not supposed to be paying attention to what I'm saying in the chat at all.
Wait a minute. If you got like that safari type curve where you're curved to one side, you know.
I'm gonna say this. Wait. I'm gonna say this. Look. My store's opening back in December, and I'm actually having a mold of my penis, and I'm selling it. So yeah, you'll see it.
Whoa. Because you're not gonna skate that like you ain't said what you said. So you making your own personal dildo and you
I'm making my personal dildo, yeah.
Well, how much is you selling it for?
It's still up for debate right now. I'm still debating.
Oh, okay. Well, you just let me know when you're selling it.
Now, August, if you recall, wait a minute, August. If you recall in my review of episode 2, I had the infamous, or was that 3? No, that was 2. I think it was 2. I had the infamous, sir, is this 3.5 or 8.5? We inquiring minds wants to know, was it all ball or was there shaft? And remember that review, Terry? Because you told me about that. Oh boy, now his internet messing up. Look at this. Look at You see how conveniently his internet is messing up? Conveniently. When we get to the good part, you know what? Nah, August, you didn't get away that easily. How conveniently was it that your internet messed up right at that time?
You done scared the man away.
Oh man. Oh,
You done scared the man away. You questioning the man about his pain and how
oh God.
can he
Are you
tie
back?
him in the
Why did I
he
have
tie him in the bow?
Are you back for real? For real? Oh boy, they still froze now, dear God. Oh dear God.
This damn bitch ass shit. Hold on, my phone. It's on me.
Scotty is weak, child.
Can you guys see us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's up? What was the infamous question?
Hell, Teddy froze now.
Teddy froze now. Lord Jesus. Child, do you really want to know what Teddy asked?
I asked, was it the 3.5 or the 8.5? Like I said in my goddamn second
Three and a half
interview.
or 3.5 or 8.5. It's more than that. What are you talking about?
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, y'all ain't saying
side
nothing.
eye. You see my side eye, right?
Okay,
You're a little too high
child.
yellow. Wait a minute. You're a little too high yellow and light skinned to be bragging about double
And let
digits.
me say this. I'm not bragging, but
Girl.
I will say this. When people do get it, they be like, "Oh, damn, you a light skinned nigga. I didn't even think it was that big." Wow.
Well, since we sending pics across the fruited plains, yours for mine, we'll see who's bigger. Because I already know you don't want none of this smoke around here. This is what we do in these parts. How about
I
that?
have nothing to do with this.
Well, when the mode come out, y'all will put a link out.
We'll see whose is bigger. Anyway, back to what we were talking about, episode 4. So let's get down to it. Why were you crying? Why were you over here putting Oscar-worthy performances on, over here boohoo crying and stuff like that? Because we all was looking at you like, girl, if you don't stop these little fake tears.
Okay, so it wasn't fake tears for one. So let me say this. Me and Ashley actually had a genuine friendship for over 3 years. So me and Ashton stopped talking when he got mad at me about not coming to a party, which I saw or whatever. We talked about that. So with that being said, I just feel like Ashton was never there as a true friend when it came down to that situation. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said,
Which situation?
I felt like he wasn't a true friend when I was doing my grieving process. Like I felt like he was like never there, you know what I'm saying, never around. It was just all I dealt with that shit alone, point blank period. You know what I'm saying? So going forward with that, I had met a particular person in the group way before they got into a relationship, and Ashton introduced me to that person.
Who was this particular person? Wait a minute, we in the rabbit hole now. You talk about particular person. We need a name because you talking around in circles.
Okay, so I'm gonna clear it up. Ashton introduced me to Jordan.
Jordan, his best friend, or this?
Exactly, yeah, his best friend.
Okay.
So with that being said, I just kind of feel like me personally, when it come down to a friend, I'm not about to go fuck his. I'm not about to like we don't do that back and forth, passing niggas around. I'm not about to go fuck his piece. He's not about to go fuck my piece. Point blank period, because we don't get down like that. And so with that being said, I just felt like it was very fake of Ashton. If it was true that him and Jordan did fuck around or sleep together, I feel like that was very fake. Don't introduce me to that, because like that's a bunch of foolery. Because first you said he was with Archie, then you said he backed around went to me. Then you back door and say you try to go to your other friend, the whole group. And I'm just like, I don't get down like that. Never have, never will. Not my character. When it comes down to him or any of my friends, I don't fuck my friends. Point blank period. I don't fuck my friends, or whatever the fuck you call them. I don't know. So when it came down to that situation at that time and moment, it was just a lot of emotion built up. And yeah, liquor did play a part, but it was a lot of emotion from Ashton not being there, my brother passing away. I was still dealing with it. It was very fresh. Like, I'm just coming back around. I hadn't talked to y'all in I don't know how long. And I'm just meeting these people, and it's like, bitch, you got me out here looking like I'm a damn fool, and it's not giving that. So that's what I meant when I said production didn't show all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of underlying issues when it comes to Ashton. I consider Ashton the truth.
So you're saying you were crying when you confronted Ashton about not being there about your friend?
No, I was crying because of the situation with Jordan. It was a mixture of Jordan, my brother, and everything. Like I said, I was just coming back around this group of people. You know what I'm saying? I was the outcast of the group, and then on top of that, bitch, like everybody ain't
Why
ganging up
were
on
you the
me.
outcast?
Huh?
Why were you the outcast?
Because I just feel like everybody was ganging up on me for no reason, like at all. Like it shouldn't have been that. Because at the end of the day, like 2 days prior, 3 days prior to that, y'all was all just talking about each other. But then when we come together, it's like, oh, it's gang up on August Day. Like that's fucked up. On top of that, I didn't know Jordan was gonna be there because yeah, that's like they tried to ambush me. Like I feel like I walked into an ambush, point blank, period.
You talking about at Rod's house?
At Shiraz, yeah, I didn't know Jordan was gonna be there.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Wait,
At all. Jordan was in Dallas.
wait a minute. Wait. One person, Jordan, does not equate an ambush because Jordan sat there at that whole thing. From what we saw, very mild mannered, sitting there like,
But
okay.
when I say ambush, I'm saying it as in Dre had something to say to me. Jordan had something to say to me, like on the slick. Ash had something to say, and it was just like, okay, so all of y'all cool now. All of y'all click, clack, y'all close now. But just a minute ago, y'all was all talking about each other off camera around everybody else. But then we come together, it's like, oh, it's fuck August. We're gonna gang up on August Day. So that's what I mean when I say it's a lot of back and forth, wishy-washy. Like Ash just said, it's like a game of minesweep or whatever the fuck that means. It's just bullshit.
Well, let me ask you this. If you're talking about a group of friends who were already friends ahead of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to join this group of friends, right? Wouldn't it stand to reason that you would probably think, okay, yeah, they probably gonna back each other before they back me because they're already in a friendship group? Wouldn't
Yeah.
it stand to reason that you would go into it thinking, even if Jordan never came, and it was just Sherrod and Drake, you would go into it thinking, well, you know what? I probably should. I was trying to think, well, why was he bringing all of this up in Sherrod's house and in front of Dre and bringing all of this stuff up and trying to throw them under the bus and roll that bus over them, back and back over these people, knowing that they're friends and thinking that it was going to go in your favor. I'm just trying to
Well, I didn't necessarily want to go into my favorite. I didn't give a fuck where it went, but the direction that it did go, it kind of pissed me off because again, it was kind of like everybody didn't want to stand in their shit and what they said. Like I said in my interviews, like I always say in all of my interviews, I'm very 100 when it comes down to it. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna keep it 100 about it. I'm not about to go around it. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like it is what it is going forward. Just like in a relationship, friendship, I'm gonna tell you what it is, even if it hurts your feelings, I don't care. But it's the truth though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. And so it's just like when I walked into that situation, yeah, I didn't think Jordan was going to be there. So he did kind of throw a little wild card at me. And you can feel it. Like when you walked in, you could feel the fucking tension. The tension was so fucking high for what I don't know. It was just
like right now, we're just going to ignore the fact that Bubs the God and Scotty are basically damn near fucking in the chat with each other and busting each other down in the chat. We just go ignore all of that because they have a whole bust down moments in the goddamn chat. Back to what I was saying.
If you was gonna ignore, you never would have mentioned it in the first place. If you was really ignoring it, you never would have mentioned it in the first place. Stop looking at the chat. I told you stop looking.
All right, so August, let me ask you this.
Stop looking.
August, you were on the Wiley show, were you not? With Dre Simber and Wiley. And you seem to have a lot of problems with the L Teddy 27. What is the beef with L Teddy 27? I'm gonna talk about myself in third person, like I'm not L Teddy 27 myself. What is the problem with L Teddy 27?
Oh, you said, oh wait, you said it's not no. I laughed. I wasn't even mad. Like you can tell I was not mad. I didn't curse you out. I was just like, damn. I said shit, L Teddy, because when you do your reviews, I'm not gonna lie, like I even said it in the group chat with the hot boy, said, damn, L Teddy, like he just got off work and was just reading the fuck out of us. Like he pissed off, like god damn. And I was just like, well, fuck. But it wasn't nothing personal. Like, I wasn't mad about it. Like, just like I told everybody else, like, when it come down to it, y'all are reviewers. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's not nothing personal. Y'all don't know what's like y'all said. Y'all going off what y'all see on the show. And so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's definitely no problem with you. I don't have a problem with you, like, at all.
You sure?
Positive.
a little birdie told me you had a lot to say about L Teddy 27.
A little birdie.
Like, what did I do to these people? Talking about my wooden furniture and talking about the fact that I'm Tyler Perry on crack and all of this, that, the third. And so
I never
Fucking
said
no
that.
point.
Now that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not the Tyler Perry on crack.
Tyler Perry on crack.
It's the Tyler Perry on crack for me.
I don't even have a beard. Like,
Not Tyler Perry on crack, did you?
Yeah, that's the Tyler Perry on crack for me.
got an old apartment with the wooden furniture and all this, that, the third. And I'm like, the only furniture you've ever seen in my house is a bookshelf. And most bookshelves are made out of wood. Last time I checked. But you know what I'm saying? I'm privy to a lot of things and in these alleged text messages that are sent out. But my point is, have I come at you in a way contrary to what has been shown on the show?
Oh no, not at all.
So where's this venom and vitriol? I got to be all kinds of ugly bitches, and I don't think I've ever talked about how you
Ugly
look.
bitch. I don't know. Nah, see, that's allegedly.
I know he's fucking.
Do you living in local? I don't even know how you could tell whether I have a house, apartment, or anything. Whether or not, and I'll say like this: I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with anybody on the show. Ken might think I have a problem with him because I said something about him in episode 1. Because I said that because he was hanging with the likes of Arbor Day and Earth Day, that that paints a negative light on him. And but that doesn't mean that I can't see him for who he is. Like, I'm just saying, I literally have received information on things that were said to me, which probably shouldn't be in my. I probably should not have, but have them I do, about things that were said about me, and I don't feel no type of way because, like I said, just like you are on a show, and me as a reviewer, I get to review you and say whatever I want. I understand that as a reviewer, people get in my comments and call me Scotty and Terrence, really B, YB, Ebby, Cats Meow, all of us, everything but a child of God. And you know what we do at the end of the day? Do one of these good numbers and keep it moving. Because we just don't be pressed. We understand that when we put ourselves in the public sphere, that's what happens. Now watch this. Sherrod, you in the chat. Go back through y'all little group chat text messages and tell me I'm lying about these things that have been said. Braylon, you know I ain't lying. Go on back and look. You can pull up your phone now, Braylon, and look. I know I got the screenshots. God.
Let me see, child. Tyler Perry on crack. The fuck?
And I'm okay with that. I've been called everything but a child of God. Nothing bothers me. You know what I'm saying? But I do know exactly the things that have been said, and the fact that people can't stand me, and lighting.
I will say this though: when you did your first review on the show, I did not like you at all. But then, it's like at the end of the day, like we're just coming into this, so of course, us hearing a bunch of opinions and shit, we gonna clap back because we're just coming into this. But as the show goes on and that shit going, just like, okay, you know what? Let me kind of step back. Like, I'm tripping because when they come down to it, they are reviewers and they're going to review the show and they're going to say what they want to say about us. It's their opinion. Point blank.
I don't even know what my lighting has to do. Apparently, I have bad lighting.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know about that.
I can't take it.
I was like, oh. I was like, I just want, listen.
I mean, at the end of it all, like, and I can just to piggyback off what L. Teddy says, and I say it every time I start on a show at the beginning, I always say, don't take me personal. It's all jokes. I don't fucking know none of y'all. And all I'm doing is saying what I see on the show. It's nothing personal. Now, if I said something that's completely out of bounds, then let me know that I said something completely out of bounds. But when I do my reviews, I honestly don't try to go all the way in, especially when I don't know everything. And that's why we do interviews with cast members from certain shows so we could know what we probably missed and didn't know.
Mhm.
So I'm speaking for myself. I know I at least I would think that I don't go all the way in like that. Like I talk my shit or whatever, but I really don't think I go all the way in. But I mean, it is what it is. Like some people take more offense to things than others, and they have their right to take offense to it. And I also have the right
Mhm.
not to really give a damn if they do. So it is what it is.
Because
I
I
can
can
only
speak
speak for
for
me. I don't really
myself
do any
too.
harm.
That and I say it on my reviews all the time. I like everybody over there. I honestly do. I like all of y'all. I go in on production more than I go in on the actual cast. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I like what y'all are bringing. I like for y'all to tone it down a little bit more. I like to know the backstory of a lot of different beefs and why this is taking place and that is taking place. But other than that, me personally, I like all of y'all. Especially you, August. I tell you that all the time. I love me some August.
And I think sometimes some people on these shows want me to just say, "Oh, I love so and so," and that's just not my brand of. If you watch all of my reviews from any show, that's just not the way I review things. I'm a pessimist. I'm always looking at things. I could love you down, and I love the Justice League with every fiber of my soul. Ask them how I go in our own private chat. They be looking at me like, "Fuck you, Elton. Fuck you, and
Mhm.
your life." It is what it
I
is, and I
mean,
love them to death. So for all of the
we get
benefits,
into it all
y'all,
the
me
time.
about
So
wooden furniture and me and my ugliness and all of that, and my Tyler Perry on crack look. I don't even know why I get Tyler Perry. I don't know where that comes from. Dear God. Oh my.
Shit.
and like this whole notion, this whole notion about people being bullies and shit like that. Like I just, it's funny to me. Like I don't feel like I'm nobody's bully. Like, please, all I'm doing is
I mean, at the end of
supporting.
the day,
Like there's a
I look
man
at it like this. I look at it like this. There's other reality shows out like Real Housewives of Atlanta, fucking Real Housewives of Potomac, and guess what? They got reviewers, and I'm pretty sure niggas be talking shit about Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, goddamn Sheree, anybody on the movie, on the reality show, anything they're gonna talk about. 'Em. Just like they talked about fucking Monique when she was on Precious. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
if we're being honest, and Scotty and Terrence, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. We're probably easier on the gay reality shows than we are on the real reality shows. Because on the actual reality shows on TV, we
Oh, I go
start
off.
like the
I
horse.
go off.
And we give y'all none of that flack. We don't give y'all
we
even
really don't.
of what we give those girls because we support the community. We support y'all. We know y'all trying to do y'all thing, and we're all black and gay ourselves, and we
yeah,
want to see y'all succeed, contrary to popular belief. Then that's why we don't take it as hard. But trust and believe, there's a whole nother level to the dragging that we do on other shows where we literally go in and skull drag these whores. And
And
what
they're
ends up
paying
happening
people
is
back.
we get more flack from y'all who we don't drag that much than we do from the actual people who we do go in on back and forth. And when we get drugged in the comments and all other places, you know what we do? Just what I did. We do one of these. Girl, she mad.
Mhm. That's
And see,
true.
that's a part of what you sign up for when you decide that you're going to be on a public platform and
right.
allow you and view you. You say, "Child, I know these girls gonna drag me. I know
Right.
these girls call my glasses everything. All kinds of Coke bottles. I know they finna call me all kinds of ugly and four eyes. I know they finna say I'm old as Methuselah. And I'll be like, I had to drag a bitch the other day who was 28 years old. I told that whore, I said, hey whore, you got smoke for me. But when I was your age, I was getting hooded with a doctoral hood. I got my doctorate degree at 28. Bitch, you don't have no degree. And you live with your
All right,
mom and
Wendy.
dad.
All
You
right,
live with your
Wendy.
mom and
I
dad.
ain't got no
All
No, I
right,
ain't
degree either.
Wendy.
So,
Well, I ain't nowhere near Wendy.
Child.
But what I was not gonna let is a bitch who stay with their mom and daddy, a bitch who don't got no job in America, and a bitch who's still trying to find their way at fucking 28, trying to come for me, calling me, oh, bitch, when I was your age, I was established. Bitch, my supplement
well,
to
you
my
know,
salary, my degrees alone, trumped your entire salary. Girl, don't do me. I make more just for my degrees than you do for your whole salary. I ain't even talking about my base.
when
Girl, you better fall the fuck back.
well, you know, when we do reviews and stuff like that, being that we are on YouTube and when we say something somebody don't like, they're gonna automatically go for the first imperfection that you got. Because I know for me, it was my motherfuckers fixing that, and I got them fixed. They can't say shit about them. So it is what it is. So all a bitch can say is that all a bitch can say now is that I'm ugly. Okay, but niggas don't
You
think
know
I'm
what's so
ugly.
funny,
So
Scotty? They be talking about me. Do y'all not watch Bugs the God? Because Bugs be going in and second half on his review. Bugs be over there dragging. And I die every time. Every time Bugs do a review, I watch Bugs shit. And he be over there dragging for dear life. And I be like, oh dear God. Why are they so mad at me? And Bugs be over there dragging people for everything they worth. God. Anyway,
he do be dragging though.
Yeah, he really
Bugs be
do.
over there dragging people. Dragging. I be like, why they mad with me? I ain't even doing half of what he doing. Girl. But I'm used to it. I know in the Justice League, I'm the most hated in the Justice League. And I'm okay with that. I wear that like a badge of honor.
I'm in between. I mean, it's kind of like they people like me, some probably don't,
Braylon,
and
you
I
hate me
don't give
as
a
much
fuck.
as
You know,
August hates me allegedly and Ken hates me
Um,
allegedly.
no, I don't hate you. I know that it's a job because the thing is, contrary to belief, I've always been criticized because of me being in the business at a young age, being a stage performer. So I used to always get critics. So I'm used to it. But the thing is, it's different now because you're talking about my life. But I don't have a problem with it. It's you're doing a job, and I was doing the job at that moment. So yeah, it doesn't matter because the thing is, you, your opinion sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but it's just an opinion. So I don't get mad.
And can you speak to, because the girls all over all the reviews I be watching be calling you alleged acting coach and alleged this. Can you speak? Because the girls be having a whole lot to say about you and your acting
Right,
career.
I
Shouts out
know
to
I
Alice.
do.
right.
I
So
know I do. I know I
yeah,
do.
so I got into business at a young age, doing
What is a young
commercials.
age? What is a
Excuse me,
young age? What is a young age?
7 years old. So I got into business doing commercials, and it was just mostly like um, Gap, Walmart, those type of commercials. And then I did started doing stage plays, and then after
Mm.
that, I went to school. I've always been in performing arts school, and I finally said, I told my parents, I said, you know what, I just want to be normal and go to school and go to college. So I went to go get my degree in performing arts, concentration in musical theater education. So I could teach theater, anything dealing with music or dealing with theater. And so I got that, and then I went to go study under Jamal McNeil. You guys can look him up, but he's the acting coach to Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Yara Shahidi. Yara Shahidi and I became good friends, and she put me back into the business. And yeah, I've been working ever since. So me
You
being
could
an acting
talk
coach, um,
credential.
yes, I do act, but I am not a film actor. So I've been in one short film, but most of my resume comes from the musical theater world or me doing singing background for people's CDs or for their
Mm.
concerts.
Okay, yes,
G
for the
status
credentials.
ATLT. We are not going to sit up here and let you throw that word around bullying. There's no such animal as bullying over here. Okay, let's just be clear. We ain't bullying nobody. If we
I'm
were
really rolling
bullying
my eyes.
August, we're not bullying August. We ain't bullying nobody over here. So G status ATLT or whatever. Keep it cute, or you'll be
If we was
bullied.
bullying
Bully
August,
you know.
if we was really bullying August at this point, that deep ass voice would have came up and he would have told us that he from Houston and every goddamn thing yesterday. We was bullying him right now.
He
So
would
we
have
ain't
told us
Okay,
trying to
he's
bully
from the
him.
Houston hood because he's
period.
from the hood in Houston.
Wait,
Please, what's
I
the
have
name of
something
the hood
else.
in Houston? Wait a minute, wait a minute. What's the name of the hood in Houston?
It's a lot of hoods. I'm from the Southwest. I'm from Bissonnette and Boone, right behind the bowling alley. So I grew up
Wait,
over there.
Bissonnette Bone. Wait, what?
I'm from Bissonnette and Boone, Greenhouse. No, Bissonnette and Boone Family Tree. Then we moved to Greenhouse Patio on Fontenot Airport, which is still the Southwest. It was about 5 minutes down the road. So yeah, I've been growing up around there and shit, like getting bullied and shit, getting beat up, jumped and all that. Like I've been through all
Oh,
that
so
shit
you got
before.
beat up as a child?
I didn't get hell no. I got jumped as a
Because you just said you used to get beat up.
He said,
I
"Wait a
mean,
minute."
hey, I will say this. I've lost like probably like 2 or 3 fights as a child. You know, just me being on some dumb shit. But I
Win
mean, I'm gonna
some, you
fight
lose
regardless. Like
some.
win or lose, I don't care. I got a lot to go.
So Aaron Wilds out said that's why you don't have no credits on IMDb. I'm just reading the chat because he said you don't
Yeah,
have no
yeah,
nobody
most
IMDb.
definitely. Most definitely. That's why I don't have any credits. I only have actually one credit, but the thing is, I don't go by the name that you guys see on my Instagram handle. That's in
Just
my
the girl
Instagram.
together.
So because when I do music, I use a certain name. When I do acting, I use a certain name. Um, so they're all different. But that's the reason why if you look me up on IMDb, you have to put the correct name in. Then you'll see I have one credit for a short film that I was the lead for. So yeah, and it went to Sundance, and yeah, so I'm happy
Okay.
about that. And the thing is, so I just want to clarify the acting coach in air quotes. So I came on in August. His thing was he wanted to be an actor, and they production knew that was what I was pursuing. That's what I've been doing, and so he's always asked me like, "Hey, can I come with you to certain events?" Because I've always said I'm going to take him to certain events to network, and I wanted to put him in an acting class. I wanted to fly him out to LA and put him in an acting class. So that whole scene, me coming in, that was me warming him up, like because I knew he had an audition coming up soon, so I was trying to help him out. But it was to tell him, "Hey, you about to go to LA to go take these acting classes."
Abby asks, why do you use different names for the different lanes of entertainment?
Because totally two different people.
Okay. But in Jessica, one of my
I'm with
members
that.
at August, do your mom let you smoke at her house? She said you stay at your mom's house.
What?
So let me say this. If I'm staying in my mama's house, like who cares? Like I'm comfortable. Like who cares? Like it is what it is. So with that being said, no, I'm not in my mom's house right now.
I'm at home too, so
Uh
I said I'm at home too, and I don't give a fuck who knows about it. I'm at
yeah, so I
home.
don't give a fuck. So with that being said, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna just clear it up. For one, I just moved back to Houston right before COVID. So when COVID started, I ended up staying here a little bit longer than what I was supposed to or whatever. Then some shit happened with my family, so I'm still here. So with that being said, when I came back here, I wasn't gonna sign a lease here because before I came here, I had my own lease when I was living in Arizona and when I was living in Atlanta. So with that being said, me moving back to my mom's house, I have no shame in that. Yeah, I do stay with my mom, man. Like what's T?
Ain't no tea. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how I feel.
Ain't
I mean,
shit
Shit.
and
wrong
I'll
with
say
You
that.
this:
got
You
some
I
have
place
stay
to
with my
stay,
mom.
goddamn it.
I stay with my mom. I pay my own car note. I pay all of my bills, and I pay a lot of bills. Now I can really give a fuck. Whenever I had to say about
Sorry
that.
about that, y'all. All my ugliness, all my bust downs, and all my menses, they call me at this time of night because they trying to find, trying to get up in these good guts, and I'm giving them dust. So I'm sorry, I got a call. And so forth. So I'm sorry, being ugliness, Wait, Scotty, Scotty, you already know. For me, all my ugliness, I have no problems finding men's. Do I? Exactly, Scotty, exactly. And they don't be ugly, but that's a whole nother story.
So and then I'm gonna piggyback and say this.
And all my ugliness.
I'm gonna piggyback and say this. I'd rather stay with my mama versus staying with. Let me watch my words when I say this. I'd rather stay with my family versus staying with a motherfucker that I don't fuck with, or a motherfucker that I have to bend over backwards for to stay with. And let me just say it like that, because what I won't do is I don't go stay at niggas' houses. I don't go pretend to be in a relationship and go stay at niggas' houses to have somewhere to sleep or have a lease in my name. I don't do none of that.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute.
No.
Shade out. Wait a minute. Parents and Scotty know I say all the time, real girls do real things. And what real girls do when we throw shade, well, real girls don't throw shade. Real girls do is we send darkness, because you can get from under shade, but you can't get from under darkness. And you name names and you say, bitch, so and so. You had something to say about what I got going on, but you living with a bitch who's such and such and so and so. Girl, real girls do real things.
And let me say this. Okay, well, I'm gonna speak up on it. Since y'all want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it?
I told you that from the beginning. We're in the rabbit hole.
Y'all want to talk about it?
Okay, before you talk, breathe.
Okay. So, boom.
Lord,
so let me say this.
I need another drink.
Let's keep it 100. When it comes down to Ashton, you didn't want Archie on the show because you didn't want motherfuckers to know you stayed with Archie. Let's talk about that. You took production there. Sorry, not sorry, sweetie. So with that being said, going forward, I stay with my mother and I'm very comfortable and I pay my motherfucking bills and I sleep in my king size bed in my own room and I get the fuck up and I'm chilling. Point blank, period. So let's talk about that. Because Ashton been coming for me for the last month for what I don't know, and I've been keeping quiet. But now, bitch, I'm up because you keep talking and running your mouth. So, bitch, shut the fuck up, because I do this shit right here in real life. I can do this on camera and off camera, point blank period. Because guess what, baby? I have keys. I'll pull the fuck up. I have that gun. I will pull the fuck up, and I don't care. Point blank period. I don't do all that, sweetie. Sorry, not sorry. And that's why I don't get too involved in it, because guess what? My black ass will end up in jail. For real. Because I do this shit.
When were you born, August? What's your birthday?
December 28th, Capricorn.
What is your birthday? Because that's very important. I'm a Capricorn, but I know if you're playing like a Capricorn or a real Capricorn. Because I'm a real
28th.
Capricorn.
December 28th.
I guess I'll call you a real Capricorn. But there are some tendencies you have. I have to look at you sideways, and I said that to another Capricorn. I said, he sounds like a December Capricorn and not a January Capricorn. Because January Capricorns, yeah, we don't have all that.
But honestly, everybody can honestly attest to this. I have been keeping quiet when it comes down to you trying to bully me on the internet. I've been very quiet because I don't go back and forth, because I'm telling you, I know my temper. They know I know my temper. Would end up in jail.
He has the horrible. His temper is the most horrible.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Look at my mug shots. How about that? For real.
Oh, I don't have mug. I don't know anything about. I don't know. Look up mug shots. I don't know nothing about mug shots. I don't have any. I don't.
So in episode 1. Because with the whole game night situation, I thought that was Ashton's house. So that wasn't his house. That was Archie's house.
No, that's Archie's house.
Because I kept saying it was his house. That's what I thought.
Archie's
and it was somebody that came in my comments. It was somebody that came in my comments and said that wasn't his house.
That's
now, I ain't saying it was
Archie has the master bedroom, sweetie.
Oh.
Let's talk about it. That's Archie's house.
I mean, ain't no shade, Ashton, but ain't no shade, girl.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
YB.
How y'all doing today?
Everybody
Girl,
loves
you
YB.
supposed to be working.
Universally, everybody loves YB. YB is probably YB and Really B are probably the most loved on the
And it gets
Justice
me
League.
out.
And I know I'm
And
the
the
most
catch
hated.
me out.
Yeah, and the
And the
cat's me out.
catch me out. Me
Those
and Terrence
three.
are in the middle.
And me
You
and
either like it
Ebby,
or you don't.
they all hate us. They all hate me
I
and
love
Ebby.
Ebby.
Like,
Ebby,
Ebby is
Wybie.
funny
I'm not
as
gonna lie.
fuck.
Wybie is one of my favorites, but Ebby is funny.
Who is that other lady? Are y'all cool with the other lady?
Really B, I'll fuck you up by Really B. You about to get sit all the
Is
way
that her
down
name?
the
I
back
think.
I like her.
screen
I like her
No,
too.
no. He
about Really
likes.
B. I'll fuck
I
you
like
up
her
by
too.
Really
I
B.
like her too. I like the other lady. She like Ebby and the other girl.
You better ask G Status ATL Hustle what I do about a Really B. I'll fuck you up
Yeah,
by
that's
Really B.
good. I love her. Yeah, she funny as fuck too.
I have a question.
What's up?
Okay, so what prompted me to come in? I was in the bushes, but what prompted me to come in real quick is when you were going in on Ashton real quick. So, based on what we saw in this episode of y'all making up and tears, and we was pouring out our hearts, and we was trying to bring love and togetherness, honey. Now you find yourself still battling. So, what's the point of making up? Do you find what's that tea
Well,
about?
see, YB, let me tell you, we did make up, but guess what? You on Instagram doing all of this bumping and all this back and forth for what? I still don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm confused. I don't know. You had to
So
ask
you're
Ashton
basically
that.
saying what Dre was saying about Ashton is possibly true.
Say that for me again.
So you're saying basically what Dre was saying about Ashton is possibly true.
Me personally, honestly, I feel like it's true, but at this point, I don't give a fuck
What?
about the whole him and what's the name fucking.
Oh no! I'm not talking
No,
about the sex
but
part.
I
I'm talking
yeah.
about I'm talking about the fake bitch part. Like he'll sit there and talk to you about someone and then sit there like basically how he did Dre with Ken.
Yeah, I feel like Ashton is like that because I have several messages in my inbox that I can screenshot that says Ashton is a fake ass bitch.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I screenshot all of those messages just to have them for my receipts.
And
But
I have stuff as well that shows you that what he was giving in his green screen is literally not the same Ashton that was on my phone.
Or the same Ashton that was at Archie's gathering for his mother passing and when he had that little
Yeah,
gathering.
but
and he was
yeah,
outside talking to me. And he was because I was basically the only one talking to Ashton at that time. He was talking to me, and so the whole rumor about me going around saying that I want to become the new nucleus, I'm trying to steal Ashton's place. Well, baby, looking at y'all group from outside, that's why I made my whole little new opinion of y'all group. If this is what y'all doing,
let me
being a
say this,
dysfunctional,
Brandon.
functional family, I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm not trying to steal your place.
Let me say
Mm.
this, August. You talked about Ashton being your friend longer than all of these other people.
No. Wait. So I was drunk and I didn't mean to say that. So that was false. He knew all of them way before me.
No. What I'm saying is, you knew Ashton way before you knew all of the rest of these other people. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, most definitely.
So my point is, because people throw this friends term around loosely. If
Very.
you were my friend and you made a post about me on Instagram that upset my spirit, I'm not going on Instagram. I'm not talking about it nowhere. What I'm gonna do, one or two things: either we're gonna talk on the phone, or bitch, I'm pulling up at your house because we're friends like that. And I'm like, hey girl, we need to go down because you had some shit to say. And my point is, you're saying, oh, you got all this smoke from me on Instagram and so forth and so on. If y'all are friends like that, why not say, let me reach out to him? Because I don't like and say point blank to him, bitch, I don't like that shit that you posted
Let
on
me.
Instagram about me. What the fuck is this bullshit?
I literally sat on YB's interview. I want to say like 2 interviews ago. We just happened to pop in, and I literally sat on there publicly and said, I want to have a conversation with Ashton. Like me and Ashton didn't have a conversation. I tried that, it didn't work. So at this point, it's like, do I sit here and get bullied, or do I sit here and let a nothing ass bitch keep talking shit about me? I'm confused because
Hold on, August. I apologize for cutting you off. What we're not going to do in my chat today, mods, please gather the people, is have y'all disrespect Queen Mariah. That's what we're not going to do. Not until never do that. Not when I am a lamb. Go all the way back to album 1. What we're not going to have is disrespect of Queen Mariah.
Yeah, we'll cut your ass, bitch.
Okay?
But you know what though?
Y'all cut me then.
But you know what, Ashton? For the record, I'm with Mary. That's number one. Number two, Ashton.
Thank
Not
you.
Ashton. August. I totally understand where you're coming from with the whole Instagram thing because that's a rule that me and Scotty have. Whatever issue that we may have or falling out, bitch, hit me up. Ain't no way in fuck I need to see it on Instagram or YouTube. Because
right.
when you do it that way, then other people are voicing their opinions, which is going to sway all of these other issues. And then these people got an issue with you, then that person has an issue with you. And it don't have to be that way. If we're all grown, girl, hit me up.
And that's
Because
what I meant when
I've
I
already
said at the
been to
beginning of
that
the interview when I said that.
yes already. Oh, did I delay? I don't know. But I was
Oh yeah.
piggybacking off of what Oh, okay. I was piggybacking off what Terrence said. What I was saying was I went through that shit already when someone had a problem with me and I asked them in private, did we have an issue? And they said they did not have one. And then I had to find out that they had a problem with me on social media. So when people take shit to social media and I'm supposed to be friends with them, I lose all respect for them and they're dead to me at that point. Like literally dead. Like if they bring up their name to me, I
And
just
let
be
me
like,
and just to
well,
piggyback and
yeah.
just to piggyback off of you what you said, I will say this. For Bradley's birthday, I was so fucked up that we ended up going to the club that night. We went to 2020 or whatever, which is called Culture in here in Houston or whatever. So with that being said, not to speak on his name because I wasn't going to speak on his name because he's not a cast member, but Jordan and Ashley has so much fucking lip. I move everywhere around Houston comfortably. I don't give a fuck. I can go to the hood, the gutter of the gutterist. I don't give a fuck. I move around. So with that being said, I walked in. Guess what I felt? Oh my God, August, hey, what's up? You gave me a whole hug, Ashton. But then you backdoor, get on social media and start talking shit. Just as Jordan. Y'all said y'all was gonna pop me on site. If it's on site, it's at the church house, it's at your mama's goddamn death date, funeral, whatever the fuck. It don't matter where we at, baby. You said you're gonna whip my ass on site, it's on site, right? So with that being said, I was in the club, nothing happened. It was very friendly. So with that being said, I feel like it's all fake beef. Like, what's the beef with August?
Well, people,
Exactly. And I'm sorry to cut you off because I was just about to touch on that real quick because it seems to me there's a lot of new friendships here that we've seen play out in this little bit of time. And I wonder, and I've been wondering this since the very first interview, if people really caught on to how I was feeling. How is any of this real when there's not enough time to build this kind of beef momentum? You need time to beef with a bitch, don't you? Especially bitches y'all claim to know. So the question I really have is, do you believe that all of y'all were put together? And I'm not blaming production or Todd for this. I'm just saying though, it's like, well, damn, I see a dynamic here. Let's go ahead and put these bitches on a show.
I'll say
I think
this.
they said it best when kids said we just really started hanging out in January and it's fucking July. Girl, what the fuck is going on?
So I'll say this. Production had nothing to do with that. Ashton called my phone one day and told me about his vision of what he had for his show. And he said he wanted me to be a part of it. So I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I hadn't talked to Ashton since his pajama party because he was so upset with me. You know what I'm saying? So he had reached out to me. He was like, yeah, we just need to link up. And you know what I'm saying? I'm having a game night. Bitch, just pull up and come through and meet. I want you to meet people like come through. Like we're going to be filming. Okay, cool. So I personally feel like there was a lot of shit that I missed when it came down to this friend group. Like I said, I'm just not coming in. I'm only going off what I see when I'm coming in. I didn't know them at all.
I figured. And I said this in my review, when Braylon had asked that question, I said he did ask a very good question. Are y'all friends because y'all friends, or are y'all friends because all of y'all are just cool with one person and y'all trying to match each other? Because I lived for that question because that was real shit. Because I understood why he asked. I kind of feel the same way too.
Well, and then
that's how
too,
I
in
feel
addition
sometimes.
to
Like,
that, most friends. That's the problem now with the world is we're too busy trying to collaborate all of our friendships together so we can all hang out. Some friends ain't meant to be friends with your other
That's
friends,
right.
Right.
That's right.
That's
and
very
that's
much so.
okay.
Well, my question is, in that same line of question, August, who from the show are you still friends with outside of Braylon? Because you can't tell me, you and Braylon not busting each other down. Notice I didn't say you busting him down or him busting you down. You can't tell me y'all not busting each other down.
We
We have
not.
never, we have
We
never,
not.
we have
Fighting
never, we
I'm
have
gonna say
never.
this.
double dildos.
Let me say
Listen,
this.
double
Let
dildos in the bedroom
Let me
and
say this.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
get off.
okay.
okay.
Let
It's
me say
okay.
this. Wait. I'm gonna say this. When it comes down to sex and a friend, I can't do it because I'm very jealous. I'm very possessive, and I'm very aggressive when it comes down to it. If it's my piece of ass, nigga, it's my piece of ass. I'm not about to let Brandon sit here and bring
Capricorn,
another. I'm not about to let
Cap.
Brandon sit here and bring another nigga around me, and it's gonna be a whole problem. Me and Brandon literally confide in each other about
Everything.
So I
everything.
can't say
So
nothing.
Everything.
it's never me and Brandon have never fucked around.
We
in
Literally,
the
have never
middle
not
of
at
kissed.
being.
all.
We,
Nothing.
You
we have
know,
never
some of
looked
the
at.
best conversations is that wet whisper you do when someone's inside of you. And those are some of the best conversations you have. I'm just
Well,
trying to
thank
tell you
God.
what I know.
Well, I'm
But
glad
back
that we
to
have
the
bad
original
conversations because I
question.
don't want that conversation.
Back
I
to
can't
the
say
original
nothing because
question. Who are you still, would you still consider yourself being friends with from the show?
I would say Ken and Sherrod. And also, me and Dre still talk on certain occasions. We don't talk every day, but we still communicate. The only person I don't talk to is Ashton.
And let me clarify something from my review because I did not know at the time. The Jordan that Ken spoke of in his confessional
There's
is a
another
different
Jordan.
Jordan from the Jordan on the show.
Yes.
Because he said that,
On
and I
what
think
show?
everybody collectively was like,
It was a different Jordan they were talking about. They thought
oh, bitch. Oh, okay. Now my question is it is Jordan the guy who who Dre been posting all of these Instagram pics with from Miami and stuff like that? Because I got people in Miami, and the people in Miami been watching what's going on. Dre and you don't know, I'm born and raised Miami. See how y'all born and raised Houston? I'm born and raised Miami, out of Liberty City, the hood. Okay, I know some people. So is that the Jordan that is him and the Jordan still together? They were taking pictures on the beach and then Miami Beach. Don't get your ass arrested, okay? Is that the same guy?
we don't know.
I don't know.
Do y'all not know who he's with? Like,
No,
I've never seen them.
we don't talk. We don't talk about our relationships. They do not. Some people do not talk about
oh,
their
y'all ain't
relationships.
friends. Y'all ain't friends. Y'all are not friends. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all ain't friends.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. There's a reason why certain people don't talk about their relationships, and it might play out on the show,
On the next episode.
on the next episode, or probably the episode when we come back from Atlanta.
Because
Yeah.
And is that shade to DeAndre or Dre or whatever he wants to be called? Because we all know that the situation.
No. It's not. It's not shade to no one. It's just certain people from the beginning said that they did not want to talk about their relationships,
Hold
and
on.
it just kind of came up.
I
Braylon
understand.
and August, let me
Do you blame them though?
I am
That's my
not
thing.
lying. You don't call somebody your friend and your friend don't know who the fuck you go with, don't know who's sticking their dick in your booty or whose booty you sticking your dick into. Okay, your friend, oh bitch, you know. You want to know why? Because I don't want my friend on nobody's jack grinder scruff, Adam for Adam or whatever, and because my friend need to let me know. Hey, I saw your boyfriend. I saw your boo thing. I saw your bust down on Adam the other day. So you could go and be like, "What the fuck you doing?" Oh, that shit don't correlate. For you to be friends with me and not know who the fuck I'm fucking, you ain't seen them. You don't know what they look like. Y'all ain't friends. Y'all playing reindeer games.
But
My
to
name
be
is
honest, I mean, when you look at the,
Rudolph. I
I
know
mean,
we
when
close.
you look at the show, when you
I
look at the
know we close to
show,
Christmas, but my name ain't Rudolph, and I'm not trying to join in any reindeer game.
when you look at the show, though, I mean, do you really blame them for not wanting to talk about their damn relationships with each other? Because
Of
looking at the
course
show,
not,
I
because the
wouldn't
thing
want
is,
to.
yeah, how I feel is that, um what was displayed to me from the initial jump of me getting on the show, I can understand why some people don't want to talk about their relationships,
Me
because
too.
I love Sherrod, I do like Drake, but the thing is, after seeing that, it kind of made me cautious. Okay, like, let me be on my pins and needles. I know I'm not going to say this around these people, or I'm not just not going to say anything around the group, because it will come up again. And then sometimes that can, we all said off camera that we're not going to talk about this, we're not going to talk about that, because we do have businesses and we do have a
So
real
you're not friends with them.
reputation. I'm
You're
sorry,
not friends with them. They're castmates. Let's be clear. They are
coworkers,
castmates.
coworkers. Well, I will say this. I will say that they probably were friends, and the
No, no, no. I'm
cameras.
not talking about them. I'm talking about you all are not friends with
Oh,
them. They're castmates.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
coworkers.
We've created
Oh,
we've
okay.
created
Oh,
some
I'm here for that. I'm here for
we've
that.
created bonds
Yeah.
with certain ones.
I
You
can
see,
honestly.
this one of the things that gets me is that in order for there to be a show, and I know I try to live in this fucked up kumbaya world, but what I would like to see more of is like
Woo!
real friendships that actually develop, and then let's go and create a show out of that. That way, the authenticity is actually there. Because
Right.
I
Right.
think a lot of viewers, especially coming into all of this hashtag minutia, bitch, okay, coming into the minutia, we're all caught off guard here, and we don't know what's going on. And
Right.
as we slowly peel back the layers of this fucked up onion, we start to see, like, girl, we see the monkey behind the mirror, the monkey behind the curtain.
Mhm.
Right.
Because
And then
another thing,
when the girls get mad, they go to breaking the fourth wall and
right?
serving, instead of serving truth and justice, they serving tea and shade.
Right.
Yeah, and
And
that's
then people
another
get
thing
mad at.
that gets me is how some people can't seem to take accountability for some stuff. And everybody knows me. If you said it, say you said it. If you did it, say you did it. Like how, Drake kind of backpedaled and coochie popped in the handstand when he was talking to Ken. That rubbed me the wrong way.
Backpedaling and
I
pussy
don't like
popping.
it. If you did it, say you did it. If you said it, say you said it. I hate when, because other people can come up and say, girl, you said that. You said that verbatim.
Even
Why
though
is you lying to that man? You said that.
even
So
though
say you said it.
I have documentation that you said some things about me. You came up on here trying to backpedal and pussy pop out of, oh no, oh daddy, I didn't say none of that. Girl, you came up here backpedaling and pussy popping. Girl, I have receipts, girl. We do this thing. I ain't mad.
Right.
Listen,
I don't
I
really
call
understand
myself a
that.
horrible person from time to time, and I'm okay with being a horrible person. I'm the most hated person in the Justice League, and I'm okay with that. But girl, I want you to be like, yes, bitch, I called you that. But bitch, you ain't shit. You had something to say about me, bitch, and I ain't like that shit. Stinking ass bitch, you. See, I would respect that because that's what I'm here for. We in the rabbit hole. You ain't got to be shy. Girl, if you want to tell me I ain't shit, bitch, I ain't been shit for a long time.
Yes, I tell you all the time.
Fuck you,
Okay.
Scotty.
And
Fuck
one of the
you.
and another thing too, and we talk about friendship, and I know Todd is in the comments, and I wanted to say this real quick. Okay, there's levels, there's tiers to friendships. If I just met a bitch this year, I cannot classify them as my bestie. If I met a bitch 2 years ago, I can't classify as my best. My best friend I've known for 17 years of my life, and other best friends that I've known for close to 20. So that's what I'm talking about. Like if you're in the
My
show,
best friend, I've known
categorize what type of friendships we're talking about here. Because
right.
for me
Well,
as a
how
person and as a
long?
reviewer and as someone who is bringing my actual personality and my perspective to my reviews, I relate things to my life as you guys see. Sometimes I
I'm
might
with you,
slide in a
Bobby. I'm with
joke
you.
and do it. So when I'm doing it, I'm like, girl, well, that's not how I do my friendship. So what the fuck is going on here? So that's why
Right.
it comes off the
But
way that it comes off when I'm reviewing, because I'm reviewing it from that standpoint.
well, when you talk about the years of a friendship or whatever, like how many years? And I'm asking you that, YB. how many years do you have to know someone in order to call them your best friend? 'Cause as far as I'm concerned, me and Jamar have known each other for 7 years and we're best friends. So how long?
That can
Okay,
be a bad. That's
who
that.
might have
Anything,
enough time?
anything over a couple of years or more, and
Yeah,
not just years, but also what have we shared together with each other? What
Exactly.
have we talked about? How
Exactly.
close are we? You know what I'm saying? Have I
Exactly.
heard you take a
basically,
shit in my bathroom? That's the kind
bitch,
of
you
that's.
ain't even see me through a fucking leap year. Bitch, we ain't even experienced a fucking leap year
Right.
together. Bitch, you're
Right.
not my best friend.
Right. We
Have
You're
you
got to
whooped a
go through
bitch's
not my
ass
fights. We
with
got
me
to
in the
go through
club?
fights.
Have we
We
dragged
got
the
to go
bitch from
through
the
fights.
club to the back
Right.
entrance and whoop their ass
Right.
together? You know,
Right.
have we had Thanksgiving? Do you know my people? Do I know your
Right.
people? You know, that kind of
Right.
situation. Can I
We got
trust you
to
to
go
hold
through
down my
things,
drink
honey.
when I go to the bathroom so Trey doesn't try to rape me and
Right.
drag me to the ends of the earth, girl? No one has time for that. That's what I'm talking. Can I trust your cooking? Do you have roaches in your house, girl?
Right.
When you bring me a plate to my
Right.
job, you know that.
No, that's
wait
real
a minute.
that
shit. We got
Sherrod
to go
said,
through
hold on,
arguments,
hold on, y'all.
the
Hold on,
muck
y'all.
and the mire.
Hold on. Sherrod said a lot of bonds changed once the cameras started rolling. You
Well,
gotta
I
be
can believe that.
way
I
more
know.
I'm
honest.
not surprised
I
at that.
believe it.
I
I'm not
even if
surprised
that's
at that.
true, you got to be way more specific than that. That's way too vague. That's way too open of a statement for you to just let linger out there for us to try to figure out. Oh, let's figure.
What
And that's
exactly?
the
Wait,
Wait,
say
problem.
that
what?
for me again. Say it for me again, because I cleared up. What
Wait,
did you
what's
say?
coming?
Sherrod said a hell of a lot of bonds changed once those cameras started rolling.
They definitely
They
did.
did. They did.
Yeah, I believe it.
But here's
Every
my
word.
question to you, August and Braylon. Is that fair for you all to say, since you all, when the cameras started rolling, from what we know, were just being introduced to the group, as opposed to someone who was already a part of the friend group already and could truly attest to whether or not bonds changed or what was, because you all would be working on third party information as opposed to first party.
Well, I feel like me personally, um, knowing Ashton in a sense, I feel like what they showed us is not what they show. It's not what they're showing on camera. I'm gonna say this: me and Jordan don't have an issue. Me and Ashton don't have an issue in my eyes. So with that being said, it's just kind of like, damn, what's the word? I'm trying to find a word that I'm looking for because Ashton and Jordan don't have no problem with me, point blank, period. Because like I said, 3 days prior to them going on their little Instagram rant, y'all was just hitting me up like trying to link up and shit. Literally trying to link up before I got back to Houston or whatever. So with that being said, it's just like me personally, no shade to Jordan. This is no shade to Jordan at all. Me personally feel like Jordan got off of the show because Jordan's not a cast member. Let's talk about that. He's not a cast member. Point blank, period. He's not even on the intro. So with that being said, Jordan sees that I'm on the show, and I feel like they're just trying to find somebody to be angry with. And guess who it is? It's August, because guess what? Again, I feel like I'm the outcast. I feel like I'm the black sheep. I feel like everybody's gonna come for me because again,
So
they
let
off.
me ask this question. Because what it sounds like to me is you, and I guess I'll add Braylon to that, but definitely you, August, you are saying if we could take Ashton and Jordan out of the group, everything would be good because all of the venom and vitriol that you have seems to be pointed at Ashton solely, and then you sprinkle in a little bit of Jordan, but you don't have no venom, no vitriol for nobody else on the show. And looking at the show, I would look at a DeAndre and a Sherrod. No offense, Sherrod and DeAndre, who's in the chat. If I'm their friend, like, girl, I don't know you lying because they over here doing a whole lot of talking about people and then on the back end backpedaling and pussy popping.
Well, I will say
I
this.
mean,
I will. I
I'm
will say
trying to
this.
make it make sense.
I will say this. When it came down to Dre, I did tell Brandon. I did confide in Brandon. And I was just like, well, damn. I said Dre act like he a friend. You know what I'm saying? When the camera's not around certain situations. But then I also felt like when Dre got around everybody, it was again, fuck August Train. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of confused me with this group because I was always confused. I never knew what I was walking into when production would come and say, hey, pull up here. We're going to be filming here, come through, with the womb. When I got there, it's like I never knew what I was walking into because it was just like, I'm walking in on motherfucking pins and needles because I'm like, well, damn, bitch, I need to be prepared for whatever because I don't know what's going on.
And I will say that literally every day filming, I've always said, I said this to the cast, it felt like you didn't know if you were walking in to get blindsided or if you were walking in to see someone get blindsided.
Right.
That's when because all the buns changed. I'm not gonna lie, literally me coming in asking one question, you seen literally the buns start changing, and then Atlanta trip. Instantly things change.
And let me say this, since we really want to talk about the nucleus of the group on the first, let's dig into that first episode. So when I got to the whatever game night mixer, whatever they called it or whatever, production was setting up or whatever, and they were just like, all right, August, we finna set up like, we're gonna start off with you and Ashton, with the guys from rundown, cool, whatever. So we sitting there. Guess who took the lead in that whole scene? I did, because guess what? Ashton didn't know what to say because he was like, oh my God, I don't know. Like, what do I talk about? Like, what's up? That's fine. I'll take the lead because let's talk about it because we're not about to do that. So with that being said, it's just like, I don't know. Like, Ashton and them are weird. It's just weird as fuck. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. I've never dealt with nobody like this. It's weird as fuck.
Let me say
this. And I'm just going to go back to it. Y'all are making it like, okay, so and I'm gonna just put a button on it. It sounds like y'all have said the problem with the group is Ashton.
No, that's not my problem. My problem with the group is everyone has a different definition of what a friend is. That's my problem. People need to understand what a friend is, and then the thing is, you have to explain. If we're all in a group, I feel like I should explain what a friend is. So if you get mad at me for not being your definition of a friend, you can't get mad because I have a different definition. And so you just have to be honest and say, this is what I lack in the friendship. There's no accountability. So everyone has different definition of friends, of what a friendship is, and everybody just coexists.
Because just to piggyback off that, if I was so much of a problem on the first episode, Ashton, why would you call my phone and say, hey, let's link up for drinks, girl? Like, what's tea? If I was so much of a problem.
I said that too, and so did El Teddy. In our reviews, we said the same thing.
Let me say this real quick, and this is just for me. I'm not going to put this on everybody, but definitions don't change. It's the people that flow that take it in the way they take it in. Right. See, friendship has a clear definition. It's the people and how they were raised and their environment on how they take it in and how they dish it out. So my thing is, what the problem I see with this group is, there's not enough self-reflection going on as the growth process continues. So that's why everybody's treating each other like shit, because don't nobody know how to do the work on their motherfucking self. But again, like I said in my review, that comes with growing as a person. But you have to be able to face yourself in that process. And if you don't do that, then you get a bunch of bullshit as we're seeing now.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because me personally, I've been out on my own since I was 18 years old. I literally packed up Houston and left Houston with like $200, got up with a suitcase and got on the train to Tucson, Arizona. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on the journey. And so with that being said, I have been through so fucking much as a human being coming up to being 28 years old this year. It's just like, I've been through so much. So when it comes down to bullshit, I don't take it lightly because I've been on my own since 18. I've dealt with a lot of shit personally on my own. And it's just like coming into a group where you see a lot of fake shit going on. It's just kind of like, I'm not rocking with that. And it may come off as I'm being messy, or, oh, he got an attitude, or he just a bitch. He ghetto. Oh, he this, that, and the third. But it's not even that. It's more so like, no, bitch, I've been through a lot of shit. So when you try to call somebody a friend, I don't take that shit lightly, because if I call you a friend, that's what I'm looking. That's how I'm gonna look at you. Like, you're a friend. Like, I can confide in you. I can call you. I can cry on the phone. Like, you ain't gonna judge me. You can do this, that, and third. You won't judge me at all. But when it comes out to this group of friends,
August, here's my thing. And all of us reviewers always say the same thing over and over. This is a mantra of every reviewer. The editing table or the editing floor can only work with what you give it. And you see a lot of cast members and a lot of people blame a lot of stuff on editing, blame a lot of stuff on production. But what the camera does is put a mirror up and show you what is there. And so my point is, and I'll let the other reviewers respond as they see fit. But a lot of times what happens is, as I've been reviewing this show, I've seen a lot of venom and vitriol directed at Ashton because he is, like you said, the nucleus, the person who everybody goes to. But everybody else has a whole lot to play with it as well. And it seems like all of these other people are just so messy and have all of these things to say and have all of these ulterior motives and have all of these other underlying reasons. And I don't think that as much as Ashton is being blamed for it, I don't see him as being the crux of it. Because if he was generally the reason for everything happening, then it will be so easy to fix the problem. But the problems aren't that easily fixed. And I think that he's used as an scapegoat a lot of times because it's just so easy. Because Ashton seems to be like somebody who's not going to blame, who's not going to stand up for himself a lot and just allow himself to be blamed. But that's just not fair because then you become an easy scapegoat. I don't know, Terrence, Scotty.
Hold on,
Rodney.
let me tag along with that real quick because one thing I saw about this episode and I think I mentioned it briefly in my review, and now that a lot of things are coming full circle, it does kind of seem like August, Dre, even himself, and even Ken at one point through the season, we've seen them kind of pull Ashton, and tell them what the issue was. And as we saw in that scene with the cat scratching the goddamn chalkboard when y'all was at the brunch, we can see that Dre is obviously talking to Ashton and telling him what the
What happened?
Yeah, I was asking the same. I was like, wait a minute. Now, while we're waiting for YB, Sherrod said the problem is no one wants to talk about the problem, which create extra issues. Well, what is the problem? We're all trying to get to the
I've been trying to figure that out since the show started.
Yeah,
What
like
is
what
the
is the
problem?
underlying issue? And if everybody don't want to, I won't say everybody, if don't nobody want to talk about it, then it's this is what it's going to be, a bunch of controversy and mess.
So what is Sherrod saying?
That the problem is nobody wants to talk about the problem, which creates extra issues.
So my whole thing is, what is the real problem? Because the only problem that was brought up was the fact that Ashton and Jordan fucked and Ashton is fake as fuck. So which one is it?
Ashton and Jordan fuckers have no.
No, because if you go back, that's just like on the episodes, it just seemed like like I said, everybody's protecting everybody. So what is the underlying issue in this friend group? Because when it comes down to it, me and Brandon don't know. I don't know what the underlying issue is. So if it is an underlying issue, Sherrod, because I can't see the comments, what is the issue? What's the real problem? Because
that's what we all want to know.
Yeah,
I want to know.
I would love to know.
Since the show started, it just seemed like it's a bunch of he say, this happened, that happened, but we don't know what the fuck happened. So it's like, what's the fucking, like every time I do a video, I'm always saying, what is the fucking problem?
What is the problem?
Never had that many issues in my life.
And again,
we still don't know why Ken fell out with the group. We still have no idea.
No idea.
I have no idea why Ken fell out with the group.
I will say this. Since you said that, on the next episode, I feel like it's gonna come out because it was definitely talked about.
Okay.
I will say that.
The next episode?
Huh? The hour-long episode is coming out next year. It's gonna be a lot.
Have you seen the actual episode?
No, I haven't. We never
So
see
what
it.
I'm saying is, you don't know what's gonna come out of production.
I feel
You literally do not know, because there's probably hours and hours and hours of footage, and you don't know what production is going to put out there.
I feel
Well,
like the
Sherrod
real
said
problem.
it
I feel
is.
like
comes out next episode.
I feel like the real problem is everyone believes that Ashton holds certain friends to certain standards.
Who are these certain friends?
No.
That's
Oh,
what I want to know too.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Who
This
is
is the
the
problem
friend?
that we have. The
no.
problem is,
The thing is it's going to play out like that. That's why what Sherrod said, like that's probably one of the problems is that everyone believes that he holds certain people to certain standards.
Hey,
who are
but
the
look at
people
this.
that he's holding to certain
Look at
standards?
this. Hey, bud.
Hey, what's going
Hi,
on?
bud.
What's up,
Y'all
bud?
keep talking. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Listen, bud, don't come on here trying to drag people behind.
No. Listen. No.
Because we here for
I'm
all
actually
the
say this.
drag.
Even
for
though,
Scotty.
no, because I'm balanced. I know the drum and the shake and get people attention. But where I'm really at is spiritual. And you own some really heavy shit right now. So I really want to flex my spiritual muscles. That's why I'm here. So that's all.
Yeah, flex them.
Now,
Flex.
Got it.
I
Baby,
agree
listen.
with what Todd just said.
We're not
Production.
gonna do this.
As much as y'all want to um, denigrate Ashton and call Ashton everything but a child of God, everybody admits there's none of y'all knowing each other without Ashton.
Right. There would be
Houston
no show. There
had
would be no show without Ashton. Ashton literally, he
Ashton
has
is the
the
nucleus.
title.
Houston
He has
is
the
what?
title of
3,
nucleus.
4 million people. How many people live in the city of Houston? 3, 4 million people live in the city of Houston? Like, it's no way. And so Ashton couldn't be that horrible of a person if everybody is able to coexist at some point, without Ashton, with Ashton being there, with Ashton bringing everybody together. So I think that there's other issues. Ashton may be a part of those, but I think what happens is people don't want to accept their part in what caused the issues. And so what ends up being is everybody has that common one person that they can point to, Ashton, and unfortunately they end up having to bear the brunt of everything, which is just generally not fair.
No one's caught. Well, I can say us two, we're not calling Ashton a horrible person at all. Like I can say that he is honestly not a horrible person. He has great qualities for a human being, but as he is human, he has some character flaws like we all do. But he's not a horrible person, and we all acknowledge that this show would not have been created if it wasn't for Ashton.
So with that being said, I just feel like I told Brandon, Ashton is definitely a good time. Just like Ashton said, I'm a good time. But when it comes down to it, Ashton has. I'm gonna say this. Sir, Ashton don't want to talk about certain things on camera when it come down to why this friend group is fucked up, when it come down to why people are beefing, when it come down to anything, Ashton doesn't want to talk about it on camera. Ashton only wants to put out there what he has to say about somebody. He never wants to talk about the underlying issue. So that's what I mean when I say I don't know what the fuck the underlying issue is, because I really don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this group of friends. So only person that can tell y'all that is Ashton. Has he told y'all?
I don't think, but what I'm saying is, I don't think Ashton is the only one. I do think one of the other 4, I do think it could be
All
Ashton,
of them.
Dre, Sherrod, or Ken that could probably truly speak to what the underlying issue is. And I'm just gonna put that out there. Go ahead, Bubs.
No, I kind of have to agree with August more so, because here's the thing though. Like I said in my review, this show is basically based around Ashton. He's the unholy trinity: Beyonce, Matthew, and goddamn Tina. Like I said, you know what I mean? And everybody else is like supporting characters. But it's so crazy how all the supporting characters, yeah, they have their own stuff because once again, like Dre said, you're bringing all these people from different backgrounds, different situations into this group. And the nucleus itself does not want to communicate about its own stuff. It wants to put everybody else's stuff out there. Now, here's the thing, though. Like you had said, Teddy, when you put yourself out there on camera, you're seeing everything. And this show is also going to be about him. It's his life. So if the show's about him, he's the main character. It's so crazy that all the supporting characters have something to say about the main character and they don't even know each other. But they're trying to coexist and they're trying to find a way. That's why I said in my review, August and Braylon is the goddamn American Horror Story witches. These bitches came in and was like, wait a minute, let me grab the broom. Let me help sweep some of this shit up so we can go ahead and reveal what's going on because everybody has a problem with Ashton.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
See, and the thing is, my reasoning on coming to the show, like my whole thing was to not help them fix their problems. That wasn't the thing. Like they used to call me Iyanla because I was so calm and I tried to bring everybody together. But the thing is, I came in asking like questions like I was holding people accountable for what they were saying, what they were doing. And that was unfamiliar territory. And so it can come across like as if I'm trying to take somebody's place.
I'm gonna be honest with you. On screen, you do not come off as Iyanla. You come off and August come off, stir the pot like, girl, y'all got issues. Girl,
no, I don't have to disagree.
That's how it comes off to me. It comes off to me.
And I can understand that. But
y'all said, girl, let me get my spotlight. Let me get my flashlight on my phone app. And I'm to just shine this flashlight so y'all can see all of the fuck shit going on, just in case, Ashton. Because you even said that, August. You came in that thing, said to Ashton, you telling me one thing, but these whores who you call your friends is saying a whole other thing. That's general. That's what you did.
But here's the thing, though. If I'm trying to get to know a group of people, I want to know exactly who the fuck I'm about to be friends with. So I'm going to ask certain questions to try to understand what's going on before I just completely be like, oh, I'm going to tell you all my shit, because you're going to tell all my shit to everybody. So it would be nice, not saying you can't coexist with them, but it would be easier to be like, you know what? I still fuck with you. And I mean, it's so funny. Ashton even said it on one of the other lives when he was talking about August. I hate that bitch, but I love that bitch. That's what it's like. That's what
That's me gonna say.
But here's my thing. No, but I gotta push back on that. Okay. I gotta push back on if I'm trying to come into a friend group and I see all it, Ashton notwithstanding, if I leave Ashton out of it, if I had that meetup that Braylon and August had with DeAndre and Sherrod, Ashton notwithstanding, I would have said to myself, hey, self, I don't need no parts of this. Because if y'all friends with Ashton and y'all are laying him out like that, I don't know what y'all gonna do to me.
Can I say something real quick? I just feel, like can we just say this as gay men? Can we just all unanimously agree? We all are innately shady. Point blank.
I'm not shady. I'm the nicest person I know.
Oh wow! And
I don't agree with that.
I walk in on a lie.
Thank you. So, thank you, Scotty. You would agree that I am the nicest person. Thank you so much, Scotty. You know what, Scotty? I appreciate you for that.
No, it's not. I don't think it was.
When did I say that?
What? You said you agreed with me, and I appreciate that.
No, I said I don't agree because I'm not shady. That's what I said.
Oh, well, I mean, in reference to, come on, y'all know we be throwing jokes and stuff like that. Now, whether the interpretation of it is taken in a certain type of way, that's what that is. You get what I'm saying? But
Bubs, I gotta push back on that. It's one thing to throw shade, but what was going on at the, as August would say, that quote Airbnb that August told me about with the wall unit AC god. Dear God, they want to talk about my wooden furniture. What about your wall unit AC at the Airbnb god?
That was Airbnb chat. I had plenty of them.
Anyway,
Now,
but my point is this. My point is this. What I'm saying is what we saw in that whole situation was more than just shade. That was some people going in. And when you throw shade at somebody, the person is there. Shade happens because the person is there to receive it. When the person is not there, that's not shade. Bitch, you just going the fuck in on this.
But in reference to the conversation, when I said the thing about shade, I'm talking about as far as the delivery of it. We know we can be very creative with our deliveries. Hell, I'm creative with my deliveries, and it could be considered as shade. Let me drive it home. Let me drive it home, though. Here's the thing. If you really my friend and you saying something like that to me or whatever, or about me, if it's factual, I can't be mad because fact is irrefutably the case. Now, whether I'm man enough to tell you the truth or not, then that's a whole thing within itself. But if I'm sitting here and I'm saying something that I've seen because I'm closer to these people, August and Braylon is trying to figure out this group, and Ashton is the nucleus. So what's a greater way to know the nucleus than to ask its friends or those closest to it, while also talking to the nucleus as well? Because you want to get a well-rounded understanding of what's going on. Now, once again, they love each other. But we see that this group, unfortunately, is functionally dysfunctional.
Not Braylon, Bubs, let me give you an example of a fact that I could say about you that comes out wrong. I could call Scotty, ring, 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 Scotty. Child, you know, I just got off the phone with Bubs, child. He taking his pill that he take every morning, child. You know that, child. I ain't tell him what the pill was. It's the fact that you taking the pill. Now, you might be thinking you're pure for men that you take on a daily basis to make sure that your hole is clean.
Right.
Scotty might interpret that as me saying that you taking one of the drugs for HIV or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's still, I did not mix the truth, but the way in which I said it could paint you in a totally different light than what is actually going on.
And that's why you got to keep asking more questions, because you should have said, okay, but what type of pill is he taking in? You can still go forward deeper into it.
Everybody does not do that.
And that's
everybody
the problem.
doesn't do that.
And that's the problem. And when they don't do that, situations like what we see on the show is happening. Because we're not really talking about the truth and the fact about everything. Because we want to look good on screen and act like we got our shit together. Which is why if a motherfucker saying shit like that's, even though like we be talking about, for example, August with his hair and wig and stuff like that, at least he owns the shit. He owns the shit and say, yeah, bitch, I paid $500, bitch, and I'm gonna be clapping niggas' cheeks with this bitch, and they ain't gonna never know about it. And if they do, bitch, so what? I stand in my truth.
Well, I never would.
So once again, it goes back to people, whether they are secure or insecure within themselves. And when you on a reality show and you put your life out there like that, you're gonna have to be secure in who you are. You're going to, because people are gonna pick you apart.
But Bubs, I gotta go back to what you said originally. When they were on that, in that Airbnb, we're gonna keep harping on the Airbnb with the wall. But when they were in that Airbnb, they were castigating Ashton. Baby, he was getting, and he could not. I don't call that shade. What I call that is you tearing your friend down, because shade means I can throw shade at you. You could throw shade at me if you want to, and we could go back and forth with the shade if we want. Or you could sit and be quiet and let me eviscerate you like I do a whole lot of people. But when the person is not there, bitch, that's not shading. You're tearing that person down. You're making that person seem like a fucked up ass individual. And they don't even have a chance to refute what you're saying. Because even if I go with the example like I gave earlier with the pills, even if I ask a question, my line of questioning is going to be geared toward the way you kind of painted it. It's going to be geared toward, oh, well, what disease is he taking it for, as opposed to, well, what kind of pill is he taking? Because you already painted it in the light that,
and you're assuming, and when you assume, what happens?
It's not even just an assumption, but what you've given me is negative connotation. And so because I have negative connotation, my line of questioning is going to go along with your negative connotation.
And that goes back to interpretation of it. Because like for example, okay, let's say for example, the thing between texting somebody something and then actually having a phone conversation with them. You get what I'm saying? When you texting somebody something, you can have the intention in one way, but then when they receive it, they're open to interpret it however they want to. As opposed, if I get on the phone with you and I hear the tonality, I hear the intention that is going on in your voice, or if I'm talking to you in person, I can look in your eyes, I can see your body movement, I can tell, I have more of a connection with you to see what's going on, then I'll be able to do that. And when August and Braylon went in, they were asking questions. That's all they did, was ask questions to do it. And when I was talking about shady, I'm talking about the sense of, once again, the delivery. Oh, girl, child, you know, all that stuff. They was talking about Archie being a fun size top, all that shit. It's part of the whole conversation. It's a part of the sass. It's a part of the whole flavor. And that's why I say us as gay men, we naturally do that. Hell, I do that on my shit. Terrence do it on his shit with his shade. Scotty do it. L Teddy with your goddamn book. You do it. Everybody does that. But it goes back to, but it goes, huh?
Do you?
As pure as the drip. No.
What?
What?
Anyway, well, let's say this.
Don't be making up lies on me.
How not?
August, you said the only person who are not. Well, you never answered the question. Let me say this. You never answered the question of who you're still friends with on the cast outside of your bust down sitting next to you.
I'm still cool with me and Kim are still cool, and me and Sherrod.
Is he busting you down? Listen, I'm asking this for the chat, not for myself. The people always make these assumptions about Ken and the size of his meat because of the deepness of his voice, because they get real hot and bothered from the rumblings down over. Is it because
Y'all know I do. I got to pet it between my legs after he can finish talking. That's real shit.
It's as big as the people envision, because the people want to know. I'm just asking for the people, not for myself, for the people.
I'm not sure. I'm not into dick, so I wouldn't know.
Wait, what?
I'm not into dick, so I wouldn't know.
Come on, say D said.
Yeah, just like I said, and I think I said in YB's interview. I've had a verse relationship when I first came out or whatever, but it wasn't my thing, and I'm not afraid to talk about that like most people are. I'm not ashamed of it. It's just not my thing. It's not my preference.
I didn't ask you if you was into dick.
I don't know how big is dick
or not. I'm not into this.
I don't know. I've never crossed that. I've never crossed that.
Dating somebody. Listen, I'm not in the ass unless I'm dating somebody and I bust them down because we bust each other down. But I can look at somebody and be like, child, he got a big old ass. That don't mean I can look at a chick and say, that bitch got some big ass titty. She got a nice body. She got wet cute.
I don't know if he got a big thing or not, child. I ain't never heard about it.
We don't inquire about it.
You know, Ken had just moved here. I believe Ken had recently moved here, so I really don't know.
Girl. I just can't. I can't. I cannot.
Exactly.
I just can't.
Girl, doll, girl. Anyway,
I can't.
So you friends with Ken and who else?
Sherrod, and me and Dre talk as well. Like time to time. We don't talk like every day, but me and Ken, Sherrod still talk.
Did you talk to Todd in production?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Todd. Most definitely.
Anyway,
Teddy, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you, not tonight. I'm not doing it, not tonight.
What are you talking about? Wait, what I know, production has a whole boyfriend. I was told Todd has a boyfriend.
Oh, see, I don't know.
I was told Todd, you in the bushes, Todd, don't you have a boyfriend? From what I understand, somebody told me that.
Oh, I mean, it is cuffing season, right?
Damn show is. It's getting cold outside.
Oh yeah, it's real cold.
Yeah. Okay.
If there was a
So,
TV show,
I want both of you all to give real, uncut, authentic responses to the reviewers. Only because so many times we get a chance to say whatever we want about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And very few times do you all get a chance to respond, good, bad, or in between. I'm gonna start with myself now. I can't speak for anybody else. When it comes to me, you can say anything good, bad, or in between because I understand that comes. I teach for a living. All I get is children, teenagers reading me down. Now I read them down too because they already know not to come with the function. I am one of those teachers that you're gonna be calling your mama for me by the time I get through with you. But that's a whole other story. But because I tell them in a minute, you want to step into the grown person's octagon, you're gonna be calling another grown person to come deal with me because you ain't old enough or big enough to deal with what I got going on. Anyway, but I want to give you all a chance to respond to each and every one of us because, like you said, we all have different styles of review, different levels of reviews, and give you all a chance to say what you want individually if you want, or collectively. It's up to you. We'll start with you, Braylon.
Just go down the list.
You can. I'll start with Bubs. I'll start with Bubs. We'll be dragging the people for filth.
Bubs is funny. Bubs made me like entertained when he said I have I think it was the second episode, I had the gray hat on. He was like, I look like I came from the Kojic convocation. And the thing is, I am Kojic, and so I was just laughing.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Kojic. Did you go to Memphis? Wait a minute. I know if you Kojic for it. Did you go to Holy Convocation to Memphis or St. Louis?
What'd you say?
Did you go to Holy Convocation in Memphis or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Oh, you new school. You new school.
Yeah, I'm new school, but like I was raised deep Kojic. Like,
okay.
And the thing is, like,
Sunshine Band Purity class at YPWW.
Yeah, I've only been to one.
I'm saying, did you go to Sunshine Band Purity class at YPWW?
Why BWW?
Okay.
Sunshine Band is cute. It's cool, but yeah, but Bubs, I live for you. You're funniest, funny as hell.
Scotty.
Scotty's cool. Scotty's nice. I didn't think nothing. He's really nice.
Really B?
I'm sorry?
Really B TV.
That's homegirl, right? That's homegirl.
Oh,
really B wears the glasses.
She got the glasses.
Oh, she has the glasses. Oh, she's well. I didn't watch her review, but I did see her on. You guys had like a live, and y'all brought up, let's talk about the Hot Boys, and she just left the chat. Like she was like, "Good night, y'all." That shit was funny to me. She was like, "Oh, good night."
I forgot about that. She
was like, y'all doing that? I gotta go. Bye. She was over it, and I love her.
What about Abby?
Oh, that's the diva. She's the diva. She is going to give it to you straight, and I love it. I love her her content. How she watches the episode and then pauses it to talk about it. Instead of just
pause.
Yeah, pause. I like that. Like that interactive. Like I can see her watching it. So I think that's really dope.
What about YB?
YB, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's my boy. I love YB. I love the first time I got to be interviewed by him. He was so warm. He's really real. I will say that. He was my first YouTuber. Him and Cats Me Out. Those two, they were my first, and they made me feel warm. They were very nice. Yeah.
So I guess we'll go to Catch Me Out for next. God.
Cats Me Out. Cats Me Out is cool. Cats Me Out. Yeah, I like Cats Me Out. There's nothing bad. He's a real person. I love him.
Did I say Scotty? Scotty, did I say you?
Yes, you did say Scotty.
Yeah.
What about Terrence.
You didn't say Terrence.
Terrence
say
is
Terrence.
Terrence is funny. Like you don't care. Like you do not care. Like you have a filter, but you have a filter. No, you don't have a filter. Like it's really like if I want to come to someone with for some advice, I feel like I can go to you and you'll give it to me really really real. Um, like you don't care how young I am, or whatever. Like you don't give it to me straight and say like this is what you need to do, this is what you need to fix. Yeah.
August. I was supposed to say me. Damn it, I don't want to say me. Go ahead. Yes, do me. Sure, why not?
Actually, I at first, when I seen you review the first episode when I was on, I was like, he's rude. I was just like, he was rude because I was comparing other reviewers to yours, and they were very, they reviewed, but they kind of like did like the sandwich. They praise us, criticize, and praise. You praise, but you let us have it. And I respect that. I respect that. Like at first, you gave me like grouchy cafeteria lady, like you just ready to go home, like you don't want to do it. But then later on, you came around. I was like, oh, that's just Teddy.
That cafeteria lady.
No, that wasn't supposed to be fun. No, I was being serious. Like he came around. Like I started to like him. I was like, oh, this is him. Like you were not putting on like a Simon Cowell. You're straight. You're not about to give us no extra praises when we don't deserve it. And I respect that. You remind me of one of my directors that taught me ballet. That was very strict on me.
Say cafeteria lady.
Cafeteria lady. Sure, not Miss Helen. The cafeteria. Miss Helen.
That was funny as fuck. Oh.
Ain't no more green beans. Just mashed potatoes and corn.
Ain't no more. Not Miss Evelyn. Oh my God,
that's so funny.
God. August. We'll let you start with Bug. Yeah.
I will say. Okay.
Please be honest.
No, honestly, I'm not gonna go down the whole list, but I will say that I feel like I like all of y'all as a whole. Again, when I first came into it, like I told El Teddy, I did think that he was like very rude and grouchy. I did think that. I was like, well, damn. I was like, well, fuck El Teddy. Like, child, he don't fuck with us, so fuck him, whatever. But as I started getting more into it, I was like, okay, that's just El Teddy. Like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's not nothing personal. It is what it is. Like, y'all are reviewers. I feel like I like all of y'all as a whole. It's very entertaining. It's very funny. Like I tell them in the group chat, like, y'all reviews are very fucking funny. I'll be laughing. It's funny as hell. So I love it.
Thank you.
I would hope so. I would want us to be called bullies and stuff. Just because
no, you guys are bullies. I don't think you guys have displayed any bully traits or behaviors. You guys have a critique. You guys have an opinion, and the thing is, us as cast members, we have the option to take your opinion or to pay it.
Right.
And it's just your opinion. Like it's nothing. But some of us we really do listen to it.
One thing I want to say. Go ahead, Scotty.
Cause listen, y'all don't never let me say shit. But I'm gonna say this. Y'all love cutting me off. However, this is what I'm saying as far as the reviewers are concerned. Shut up, El Teddy. I think that I could speak for all of us up here when I say this. At the end of the day, I just feel like when we do stuff like this, like interviews and stuff, it's really to see y'all in a different light because I know a lot of the people that I have interviewed in the past, it made me look at them differently because I know when me and Jamar interviewed Tramel from G Status, after we interviewed him, I had a different outlook on him because I really didn't have much to say about him before we did the interview with him. But once we did it, I got to see his personality more. That's, something that the show didn't really show, his personality. I got to see how he was as a person. So it's like when we do the reviews, all we're going by is what we see. So when we're interviewing y'all, we get a different glimpse. We get to see you outside of the show. So it gives us a
Right.
different perspective.
Hey,
So
I know it's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning over there in the motherland in Africa. Just wanted to say hey to you. Good morning.
but
No, in Africa, she
yeah,
is.
I just don't. Oh, okay. I just, I'm just glad that there are, because you do have some cast members from some shows, they don't mind the things that we do or the things that we say, but then you have some people who take it so damn personal, but they act like they don't give a fuck, but they really do. And I just think that it's not that serious. Like all we're doing, is reviewing the show, giving our opinion, giving a critique, throwing a little bit of jokes, a little bit of shade here and there. It's never that damn serious. But I can't really tell nobody how to feel. But at the end of the day, just like y'all open up yourselves on a reality show, we actually open up ourselves for the same criticism
Yes.
when we
Yeah.
do our reviews. Because just like we all said, especially me and Terrence, when we review the Housewives and Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop, we get ate the fuck up by these folks' fans and shit like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, all of us doing the same thing, which is entertaining, and we're all open to criticism. I know at this point, I don't give a fuck what nobody have to say about me. Honestly, like
But somebody who
bitches can say
always gets
whatever.
cut off, you guys talk for like 10 whole minutes just now. Dear
I mean,
Lord.
because I know I'm never gonna get another chance to speak, so I got to get it in how I have to. But go ahead, this your
They
platform, not
said you
mine.
be getting it in.
This
Well,
your platform.
But let me just say this real quick. I want to say to both August and Braylon, I appreciate y'all being able to be secure in who y'all are, because y'all made the decision to put yourselves out there for, even though this is a small show, it's hundreds now, but hopefully it'll be in the thousands and stuff like that. Y'all putting yourselves out there, and you're allowing other people to come in and attack you. And the fact that you guys are able to let the things kind of just roll off of your shoulder and kind of just push it forward, I really appreciate that. And I think that if more people are going to do these reality shows or these scripted shows, they need to accept that whole thing.
Right.
So that it'll be easier for them. So I want to say thank y'all for that.
All right, man. No problem.
No problem. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Always saying the right thing. Always.
Girl, anyhow, August and Braylon, I listen. Y'all know I love y'all, especially August. I be living for y'all, and I appreciate it. And I hope y'all be back for a second season. Is it gonna be another season?
You like it.
I think there is going to be a
I
second
think
season.
it is, yeah.
Well, I expect to see the both of y'all up there, and if not, I ain't watching it. I'm letting you know that now, Todd. Don't come in my comments.
y'all know now, whenever Terrence say he's not going to do something, please be prepared. He's going to be the first one to do that thing that he said he's not going to do. So please know, even if y'all are not on that, he'll be the first one with his review out. I'm just going to let you know that now.
Get that content.
Let me say this to my first of all, thank you to my mods. Thank you for holding me down. Thank you to my members who I love y'all with every fiber of my soul. For all of my subscribers and everybody in the chat, thank you for doing what you do. I always say I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for always ingratiating in the conversation and adding to it, because a lot of what you all asked in the chat helped feed what we were the conversation that we had on the live. Everybody on the live right now, just hold tight even after I click the in the live, because we have the after party, which is always way better than the actual party. The after party is always so much better, because then we won't be live and people can show parts of their bodies that may be curved and hooked that we can see and go on from there. Anyway, ain't forget about all that. But no, I'm joking, maybe. But but no, thank you all, definitely August and Braylon, for coming on and being willing to come on and subject yourself to this kind of questioning. I always say, and the Justice League forum by wanting to be able to get more than we were seeing on camera, because a lot of times what we see on camera only gives you a part of the story. Ourselves, the reviewers, and our subscribers and people want to know and be able to connect the dots and be able to say, oh, that's why that happened, or oh, this is the part that I didn't get to see. So it's not just all, because otherwise we may think you're a horrible person and you're not, or vice versa. We may think you're a great person and you're not. And so with all of that, it gives these types of interviews, and it won't be the last, but it does give us and people who watch this show an opportunity to know more. Because I will be honest, for myself, Scotty, Bubs, Terrence, there are people who do not watch the show, but they watch our reviews, and they, they fucks with us, and they say, listen, I don't watch the show, but I watch our review, and I love your review. So if y'all like it, then I'm gonna like it, and I'm going. And so by coming on these platforms, it only goes to further promote you, your brand, the show, its brand, and so forth. So thank you so much for the cash apps that I received today. If and I'm not going to name you all individually. You know who you are. I will respond in the cash app. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Um, um, for your cash apps plural that I received. And it will not be in vain. If that's all if that's all we got, we about to get on out. Y'all can, check up the deuces. Don't go nowhere. We got the after party going on, ladies and gentlemen. But thank y'all for coming. Chat, y'all drive safely.
Thank